Welcome to the Fragrance Files.
Welcome to the Fragrance Files.
So, we had a really interesting time in San Francisco where we had brunch with some of our friends, and then Christina from the Dry Down Diaries, you and I took an Uber over to Fort Mason, where Scentfest was. And as soon as we got in the car, my introvert alarms went off, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's talking to us too much." But
And I was sitting in the front seat, so it was
you
extra awkward.
were. And this guy was like asking us where we were from, what we were here for, the usual Uber driver things. And then he was like, "Y'all had breakfast yet? Do you want breakfast? I bet no other Uber driver has ever offered you breakfast." To at which point I assume he's going to murder us. And you and Christina, I think because you have to interact with weird men normally,
Yes.
were
Yeah.
like, "Sure, whatever." And he was like, "Open the glove box." To you. And I fully just again was like, "Oh, there's going to be like a hooker's head in the glove box. Like this is where we're going." Um but he gave you guys Teddy Grahams and Oreos,
And
and I was like,
Oreos,
"Oh no, I'm good."
which I did not eat. I was purely taking it out of like that was that pure like feminine instinct, like be as nice as possible and get through this, and then throw out the Oreos as soon as you can.
I'm sorry to that man. I am sure he is lovely. It was weird. It was
It
so
was.
weird that we downloaded the Waymo app and used Waymos from then on in San Francisco. And, thankfully no sex workers were harmed. No no injuries were involved, no strangeness. But it was quite strange. And that was a
Yes.
lovely tone setter for just the bizarre and wonderful and weird weekend we had at Sunfest.
Yes, it was a great time. I really loved San Francisco so much. There is this delightful, quirky weirdness about it that really reminds me of like how cool New York City used to be and how cool I still wish it was. So it felt very much like being at home. Like I felt like we fit in very, very well there.
It also helped that it was during San Francisco Pride, so like
Yes.
the gay mecca was at its peak queerness.
Oh yeah. Yes. And we got to have the
So like
best dumplings ever while watching cute boys walk around without shirts.
right. Um yeah, it my first time in San Francisco as well, and it was a very cool city. It is not as walkable as people are going to tell you it is if you haven't been. And if you live there and you're like, "This city's walkable," you're wrong.
No, not unless you like walking uphill everywhere, but
At like 60-degree angles. What are we doing?
I would just perish and just tumble all the way down. So it was Waymo for me.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
Waymos,
I
man.
don't I don't know that I would trust Waymo in any other city. But after our weird Uber interaction, I was like, yeah, sure. Come on,
Yeah,
robot.
yeah. I was totally against taking a Waymo at all, and then I think we saw the prices of Ubers one day, and we were like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
And it kinda became a necessity, unfortunately, but, very interesting experience. I could not ever see it working in New York City. I think people would purposely hit them, but
I also wonder if you would get someone like trying to get squatters' rights in a Waymo.
Oh, interesting. If anybody could figure it out, it would be a New Yorker.
Yeah. Like they convinced it to take a wrong turn onto private property, and then they're like, "This is my robot car. It's a studio apartment."
Oh god. It would go for like $5,000 a month in New York City.
Exactly. So this is the Scentfest episode.
Yes.
Um, we announced that we were going to Scentfest like 2 weeks before it happened,
Yeah.
and that's because Liz really is the MVP in this whole situation.
Fucking Liz is so incredible, so amazing, and we cannot thank her enough because we were kind of having a little bit of FOMO about it, and we are like, yeah, we wish we can come, but and then Liz just made it happen.
Hmm. Liz was like, "Oh, I'm helping out. Let me talk to them and see if we have any other media passes." Got it. And then we were like, "Oh, that's great, but like housing and hotels." And she was like, "My neighbor has an Airbnb. I got you. If you can do the airfare, I've got you." So Liz is the MVP. Loved her before, love her even more now.
Yeah,
We owe you some immense favor, some
we do.
ancient cursed artifact,
Yeah.
some assassination, whatever you need, we owe you.
Whatever perfume you want, Liz, just tell me.
Um, yeah, it was crazy how quickly that came together. I was like, oh, I guess we're going. Yeah, flights
Yeah.
are booked. I get we're doing it.
Yeah. Use those points and
Yeah, immediately had to get into, okay, we're interviewing Sebastian. I need to make sure it goes up in time. Okay, we're packing clothes. Let's coordinate some outfits, which fortunately we wear black, so that was
it
also
worked
easy.
out fine. Uh, I'm proud of us for
Wild.
being able to do that so quickly and being, um, it's not easy. It's not easy when you're an adult to just pick up and be like, "Yeah, I'm going away. See ya."
Yeah, yeah.
But
At work, I put in the time off request and I was like, I have a perfume thing. And my coworkers were like, what? Don't ask questions. I'll be
shout
back
out
Monday.
also shout out to my husband for being amazing and being like, "Yeah, sure. I'll get the kids to school. No problem." I'm like, fuck, like God, you're amazing. So,
uh
hmm.
yeah, it was really cool getting there. Um, but let's talk about Scentfest as an entity,
Yeah,
as an event.
yeah,
How do you feel about it compared to Scent Explore and Fumed and Exance? Since this is you've had much more experience now.
yeah. I I really can't compare anything to Essence. Essence is just like its own entity because it is so much more. It's a trade show. It's a business. It's not for the fans, right? There's not really. I found my community when I went there because I found all of my friends from overseas that we got to, be in person together for the first time. But it's really not about that. The thing about um the thing about Fumed and the thing about Scentfest is that the community really came together for it. So there are definitely some differences. I think if I'm ordering the US events, I would say, you know, for me, Scentfest falls in between. I'm sorry, Scent Explorer falls dead last. And it's dead last by a mile. Like I really enjoyed Scentfest so much. And I hate to be a hater here, but Scent Explorer, if it wasn't in my own city, I don't know that I would travel to go to it. Just because a lot of the brands that are typically represented there are brands that I have very easy access to in New York City with the small occasion of like some like smaller brands that are featured, maybe like Emmanuel had a table that had some really cool smaller brands that would have never been able to afford a big table on their own. And I think that's my biggest gripe is I'm probably, and it's not Scent Explorer's issue, it's me. I'm probably too indie, too niche for a trade show like Scent Explorer. Like this is not an event for somebody like me, and that's cool. It's definitely for the fans. I will say that.
Hmm.
A lot of people come in, big community, and it's again not to disparage them and what they're doing. It's just not a place where I'm vibing. And that's totally fine. Um Everybody is at different levels of their fragrance journey. Everybody has different brands, interests. So I think it's great that it exists. I think it's great that it's in New York City, but there are a lot of flaws with their event planning, I think. And I think that was expressed by a lot of people. I think it's trying to be too many things at once. Where Fumed and Scentfest knew exactly who they were, right? These were events for the community. Fumed feels like it's for the community and by the community. Scentfest feels like it was a place for the community to gather.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. I think,
Yeah.
going into Fumed, you and I knew 85-90% of the vendors. And it was kind of like seeing friends and loved ones. Like we had
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah.
And getting to meet even more people. Scentfest had this different approach where there were people we knew and loved
Hmm.
and wanted to make sure we got a chance to see. There were a ton of West Coast people and attendees that we wanted to
Yeah.
meet. But then there were also brands that I would never have exposure to otherwise. We all know I'm an indie freak. I don't know designer fragrances. I don't smell designer fragrances or like mass market fragrances. In
Hmm.
what other world am I going to step into a Kayali booth and be like, silk wedding santal is pretty nice. I get why
It is.
people like this.
It is. That's the thing. I think they had a really interesting balance. I think Scent Explore and Fumed are completely opposite ends of the spectrum, and Scent Fest falls in the middle and kind of gives something for both audiences.
I also really appreciated that, similar to what you mentioned about at Scent Explorer, Emmanuel had a table with brands that couldn't be present. Um, Scentfest, by nature of being in San Francisco, had both Scent Bar and ZGO
Mhm.
and La
Marie
Marie?
Marie.
Marie Marie.
Marie and my favorite, Fragrance Vault.
Fragrance Vault. So there were four physical stores that had brought in their own prospective collection of brands that couldn't be
Mhm.
present and got to show off A, their personality as a boutique, but
Mhm.
also still showcase really cool brands. And I had a great time interacting with each of those as well.
Mhm. Yeah. I it was really great to meet Glindy, who is partnered with ZGO and a website that I've had a partnership with for like a year and a half now. They are a distributor for brands from Thailand, and you know really kind of opened my world to a lot of these brands that never would have had access to. And so it was really great to meet him in person after chatting for so long online and really exploring what ZGO had to offer, which were definitely some really cool brands. Like I wound up walking away with two from them.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a lot of shopping, which we'll get back to.
Yeah. 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 Which were your of the retailers that were there, which ones do you think had the most interesting curations?
um, Interesting curations. I think ZGO because it had brands that I've never seen anywhere else. That's a distinct advantage that they had. And then Fragrance Vault also showed up with cool stuff that as I say that, I'm like, the Marie Marie had LT Pavir and uh, Hildy, and
Mhm.
like, so they
Yeah.
all really showed up with their own thing. I did gravitate most to the offerings at ZGO though.
Yeah. I really enjoyed I did buy from ZGO, but I really enjoyed the curation from the Marie Marie. I definitely vibe with their whole style and everything that they're doing. But I also and I didn't buy anything, and I meant to go back, but I loved the curation at the Fragrance Vault. If y'all have never heard of this is the largest indie store in the country. I mean, she has like thousands of fragrances, and from everything from obscure Romanian ultra niche to, you know, Azara Most Wanted.
And
um,
vintage.
and vintage, yeah. She was one of the most interesting people I've ever met. Invited us to come stay on her wolf sanctuary and have my children ride on her rescue wolves. I don't know if that's going to happen. I want to go visit, but I don't know if the kids are going to come to ride on wolves. I don't know if I ever expected anybody to say those words to me.
Yeah, I definitely want to do a full episode with her, and I hope she recounts
Oh
this
god,
story more thoroughly than we did. But we were at dinner
I
with
love
her,
her.
and she mentioned she got stopped and like strip searched in TSA because she was wearing a vintage nitro mask.
Oh my gosh.
Where you might not have been at the
I don't
table at that point.
know.
We'll have to write down a note that when we have her on the pod, we'll have her give that full story. But it was a wild. wild
Did it
interaction.
did it trigger the dogs?
So nitro musks stopped being used because they're highly explosive. So when she was wearing the perfume and went through TSA, it triggered as explosive residue is on this person.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And yeah, she had much more details about like how funny and terrifying the story was, but also about like the history of the nitro musk that she was wearing, and it was enthralling. I was
She
enchanted
is
by her.
she is one of the most brilliant humans, and I loved getting to know her. I hope we get to talk to her on the podcast because she is amazing.
We made a lot of new friendships.
We did.
Um, we also got to meet so many of our beloved friends in this ecosystem. So
Hmm.
obviously we talked about Liz and Christina, whom we
Ah,
know and love.
yeah.
Um, but also like finally meeting Emily Perfume Disco in person,
Oh
which
my God, I love her.
if a nuclear reactor of happiness were a person, like the sheer energy and joy that radiates out of her really like shifted my whole energy level for the weekend. It was such
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Yeah. I love everything about her. I can't wait to talk to her more too. She was one of the first creators that I even before I was making content that I was chatting with, and she's always just been just the kindest, most beautiful human. I can't say enough good things about her.
Yeah. And the work that went into the perfume purses. If you're not familiar, go to Emily Perfume Disco's page and watch the saga of her making DIY perfume bottle purses for the event. It was enchant like just a joy.
Yeah, they came out so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want that. I kind of want the Taylor Swift Wonderstruck one. It was very cute.
All right.
Yeah.
I I mean, getting to hang out obviously with Mitty,
Hmm.
I mean, um the first day I showed up the day prior to opening and I helped fill up some of the entry bags for like an hour. And Nirov gave me a big hug and he was like, "I'm sorry, I smell like travel." And I was like, "No, you smell like perfume." Like,
Oh God. I mean, I can't also Nuravan and Riddimat, like they brighten my day every time I get to talk to them and see them. And we got to meet Riddimat's mom and dad, and oh my
mhm.
God, her mom is a joy. Uh,
Being recognized and uh saying fans is weird, but like having people that are like, "Oh, I love your podcast. Oh, it's so nice to meet you." I did put out the message that anyone who gave me a hug got stickers, and I went through like a lot of stickers. I gave out a
yeah.
lot of hugs.
It's you know what? Like it's always even stranger for me. Like I know our friends listen, and I know people like other creators listen that we've had conversations with. When it's somebody I've never met before, I've never seen their face, and they tell us how much they like the podcast, I'm always like, "Holy shit, like, people are actually listening to us? Like, no, there's no way. How do you know about the podcast?"
Yeah, it's easy to see the metrics and the numbers online and be like, "Oh, cool. This little hobby of ours is doing really well." But to meet and hug and chat with everyone was really magical. So thank
Yeah.
you all for that.
Yeah, seriously amazing.
Um, yeah, that I think that was one of my big takeaways actually from the event was just reinforcing that this ecosystem and this community is just the right people.
It is. It is. We're all so connected in so many ways that we may not even, realize, and it's just it's always so easy being around everyone. Like there are times where I've been to events or trade shows where I've been on my own, and it's felt very isolating and very much like I am the odd person out. But when we're around and in Fumed and in Scentfest, it felt like belonging. It felt like we are with our people, and we all care so deeply about this and each other, which is really crazy to me. But Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were hundreds and hundreds of interactions and conversations, big
Mhm.
and small. And there were two kind of negative ones amongst hundreds of
Mm,
great ones.
yeah,
Um, so it was just really, really amazing. I left kind of reinvigorated on doing this podcast with you, and like we have big ideas of what we want to do and who
yeah.
we want to talk to and where we want to go. I loved
And
it.
we got to have a pajama party for 3 nights. We got to share an
Yeah.
Airbnb. We got to get
So,
real close.
yeah, I was going to say let's talk about the Airbnb. So, I adore the this is going to be a core memory in our friendship. Nishi and I have known each other for a few years now, but it's
Yeah.
largely been digital.
Yeah.
We've got to hang out in person at Fumed in New York a couple of times. We shared an Airbnb. We shared a like 300 or 400 square foot Airbnb.
And I want to say the fact that we came out of that and still want to make this podcast together is amazing.
I mean, yeah, yeah. We get along very well. We learned a lot about each other. It was fantastic. I mean, this cute little cottage in the middle of Civic Center. No, I don't know the
The
neighborhood
Mission?
name that we were in.
I think it's the Mission.
Somewhere in that area.
So, yeah.
This cute little cottage from the 20s. I hit my head on every single doorway, every fixture,
It was definitely made when
people.
people were smaller
Yeah.
and not
Um,
as well nourished. Not made for big
yeah,
people.
it was not. We had a great time.
Oh my god. It
Uh,
was beautiful. Like honestly, what a cute little place too. Like it I could just kept on thinking like god, this would be like $12,000 a month in New York City. This is cute.
yeah, I mean, there is no way that whomever owns that Airbnb would watch this. But if you are, by chance, you have a beautiful, well
Gorgeous.
curated space.
Yes.
And it was delightful, and we enjoyed staying there, even if I nearly got a concussion doing so.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I also think we should talk a little bit about the brands that we saw.
Hmm.
And I don't know how it's hard to quantify because there were a lot of brands. There were a lot of
So
brands
many.
from the retail partners,
Hmm.
but then there were so many small individual brands that were there alone as well.
Yeah.
Um, there were so many Korean and Tibetan and Vietnamese and Chinese brands that I have
Hmm.
never seen or heard of, and they were bringing some of the coolest stuff I think I've smelled all year.
Oh yeah. We did a funny video where we've made the guess that we would each walk away with 1 bottle and 2 travels, and we both failed miserably. And walked away with Josh walked away with 5 bottles, I walked away with 6, and lots of and I would have bought more. I did not budget for 6. So I budgeted for at most 2. So definitely went over budget and could have gone more.
Yeah, I mean, I walked away with 5 bottles. That's not true. I walked away with 6 bottles. One of which was for Chris. He had already kind of told us he wanted us to get that for him, so that one doesn't count. 5 bottles, for me, and there are 3 that I still want and couldn't get at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
Which were the all right, so before we get into what we got, which were the ones that you wanted but couldn't get?
okay. Um, we'll start with some shade. Um, so I'm not even gonna say we went to the Boho Boko
Mhm,
booth.
mhm.
I have only smelled a couple of their things before, so I was excited to see the full lineup.
I've smelled and reviewed the entire collection.
Yes, you have. And
Mhm.
um, I fell in love with Dark Vinyl Musk. And I was trying that on skin, and I noticed that one of the owners was having a conversation with you. I walked back over, and I really did not like the way he was treating you, and I don't like the way he was speaking to you.
Nope.
So I chose not to buy that bottle, and
Yep.
I will not buy that bottle directly from them because you don't talk to my friends that way.
Yeah, and I will no longer be supporting them publicly, even though I had for, quite some time. Like I said, I have reviewed their entire collection. I, um I just recently got on their PR list, and yeah, it was really disappointing.
He was being so condescending and demeaning towards you as a friend of mine, as my co-host, as a content creator, but
Yeah.
also as an employee of the store that he's trying to argue with you about. And that's why I was like, hey, we need to go talk to Soph. Like, we need to get out of here. So I digress with that. I think the way he treated you was unacceptable. I did, however, fall in love with Dark Vinyl Musk. I bought a
Mhm.
decant online, and if any of our viewers or listeners have a bottle of it and want to declutter it, I would love the perfume, but I will not purchase it from
Moving
them.
on.
Yeah. Brighter Pastures, the two bottles that I think I need, but were unavailable, were actually from the same perfumer. It was from Hunk Amsterdam
Mhm,
and Blenderography, which prior to Scentfest I did not know were the same owner.
mhm.
Okay, how do we encapsulate? So he has four upcoming releases that he debuted at Scentfest. Two for Blenderography, two for Hunk. I think all four of them are stunningly beautiful.
Yeah,
Musk
amazing.
Margarita will live in my dreams.
So good. Which I think is it might be out already, but I think right now they only come as a duo.
Right. The duo
Yeah.
of Santal, no, not Santal Painkiller. It's Saffron Sangria
Saffron sangria, yes.
and
Musk
and
margarita.
Musk Margarita come in a duo currently. There's individual bottles come out. I want to say in like August is what
Mhm.
he said.
Yeah.
Um, Stunning. The two that I think I need, um, were the new Hunk. I'm a big fan of Hunk
Mhm.
anyways. I don't see a whole lot of people reviewing them.
Yeah.
I owned a Gardener. I gave it to my roommate. I love Boxer. Mechanic
Mhm.
is quite cool.
I
But the two new
love
ones,
Mechanic.
yeah. 007 Spy, which
Mhm.
branding, and
Perfect.
Candyman.
Mm. Alright, I smelled Candyman at Essence too. What a mindfuck of a fragrance.
I think Spy is like this quite sexy, modern, smooth take on like a masculine fragrance.
Mhm.
I could go either way on having it or Musk Margarita, which also kind of occupies a similar territory. Candyman is truly unlike anything I've smelled before.
Yeah. It's wild.
It starts sour sweet,
Mhm.
but before it can become, I think you said like before it crests into like candy territory,
Yeah.
it gets funky and
Yeah.
synthetic.
It's a really weird experience because, like, I think we're used to smelling fragrances, like, in layers, like a top, a middle, a dry down, like, smelling it over time, but this is sort of like the initial smell where it's like it's like a burst of sweetness, but it like I said, it really just kind of, like, slopes up and then drops down so quickly. Where it's like they're almost kind of competing for which one. Is it bright, sour, sweet candy, or is it skunky weed?
I actually did not get weed from it. I got like a sweaty gummy bear factory in a forest. I don't like it
Ooh.
was, yeah, there's like this woody greenness It didn't
Mhm.
read skunky weed to me. But then there is this like weird synthetic, like machine lubricant conveyor belt aspect. And then there is like this sweaty gummy bear.
Mhm.
I'm so it wore incredible on me. And I was like,
Yeah.
can I have this? And he was like, no, it doesn't come out until later this year. And I was like, but can I have this?
I'm imagining a gummy bear wearing a leather harness, smoking a blunt.
It was essentially me in San Francisco. I mean,
Minus the blunt. We didn't get that crazy.
well, yeah, yeah. I don't partake, but still, yeah, it was
Uh,
delightfully weird in the best way. It's what I want to see in perfumery.
yeah. It's fun. It's like I really did not think blenderography would be for me personally. I had smelled Vanilla Mudslide and I'm like, "Oh, okay, like I understand this is why this is popular, like rightfully so. This is a great vanilla, but just not a kind of scent profile that really resonates with me." And but smelling through the entire collection for the second time, I smelled it again at first in Essence, but now in the sort of cleaner space to smell it. I really enjoyed a lot of them, and I wound up walking away with one, and I was really excited about it. I've been hiding it from my husband because he wants to steal it so bad, but I walked away with Patchouli Mojito. Um, I I need to send you a decant of this for Alex to smell, who Alex claims that he does not like patchouli, and I think he's a liar. But this is a beautiful, like, green, super bright, citrusy, like, it's like somebody's muddling mint and lime and patchouli. It's,
Hmm.
like, such a great mashup of what it's supposed to represent. One of my biggest pet peeves in fragrances is when you name something very specific and it does not deliver on that scent. And this 100% delivers on what it's supposed to be. It almost even feels fizzy like a mojito. I love it. There's a little bit of that, like, maybe like a top off of Sprite in it. Oh, I
There
love it.
is, I had also smelled, I think it was Jasmine Martini
Mhm,
and Vanilla Mudslide by them. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Cocktail inspired fragrances.
mhm.
Um, but Santal Painkiller, wow, that was amazing. I did like Patchouli Mojito. I really liked the Saffron Sangria and the Margarita a lot. I don't
Yeah,
drink, and I thought they were fantastic. So
yeah. I challenge people. I know, like I said, Vanilla Mudslide is always sold out. It's always doing well, but I definitely challenge people to smell the other ones from this collection because they are equally as cool. They might just be a little less familiar than your Vanilla Mudslide, but they are very nice fragrances. I enjoy them quite a bit.
yeah. Were there anything that you wanted to get but couldn't before we get into our other purchases?
Lots. There was so you had gotten 2 of these, but there was one that I really wanted. So this is by the brand SW19 from South Korea. And the only reason why I couldn't get it is because it is not released yet, but they have a rice fragrance that's in an X-ray concentration, which is wild. I love a steamy rice fragrance. I have quite a few and I'm always looking for more. And I've never smelled one this intense before. And I was captivated by it. It was like sweet, sticky rice. It was a little coconutty. It was like just really well balanced. It was everything that I enjoy about a rice fragrance, just condensed and amped up to 1,000. It was so, so cool. It does not release until I believe September. I will pay that tariff to get it here. I will buy that. And then the second one that I really wanted but couldn't get was from Biang Biang. It was also a rice fragrance. I believe it was 99 streams mountain rice. I should have bought it on the first day when I first smelled it. And because when I went back by the second day, they were already sold out, but they were very lovely. And they gave me a bunch of samples of it. So I will I will use my 10 samples of it and then order a bottle.
So, yeah, there was also the Tibetan brand Mangla
Mhm.
that he had incense, soap, and perfume in, I think, 6 cents. Um, he unfortunately was cash only, and I don't carry cash, so I did not walk away with one of his incenses. They were, again, the perspective of these brands, because I'm not culturally Asian, but I've also not been to most of these countries.
Mhm.
I It was like a completely new perspective on the way to build a fragrance. It
Yeah.
wasn't the French perfume pyramid. They had these ingredients that I was unfamiliar with, these notes I didn't know what to expect. It was just new in a way that was really, really exciting and really cool.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
a lot
I
of brands that I don't think. So Mangla was from Tibet. Um, Bien Biang was Chinese.
I believe so, yeah.
Zuhu was Chinese.
Zufu. Oh.
Uh, Mimicry was
Yeah.
Korean.
Yes, I believe they
I
were
don't want
also
to be
Korean.
yeah, I didn't want to be incorrect there. Um, oh, who was between SW19 and Mimicry? Their booth with the beautiful
Oh
glass bottles.
gosh, the ones that were made with recycled pocket, like they were designed to look like pocket watches, right?
Hmm.
Oh, those were very cool. I am blanking on the name. I will we will tell Adam and Adam will insert it here.
Yeah. Ren Atelier was pretty amazing. I know a lot of people have been
Yeah.
talking about them lately.
Yeah, they were
And then
also at
just
Scent
brands that,
Explore.
yeah, then there were just brands that I haven't had a chance to see before, like
Mhm.
Jijide,
Yeah.
um, Herbcraft Perfumery, who I was familiar with but
Herbcraft.
had never seen.
Yeah. You got
Um,
to experience Voyager and CM1928, which I'm a
yep,
big fan of.
a Prin was
Yeah.
great. Oh, let's just continue gushing. I mean, getting to meet and give a hug to Tony and Gabe from uh, Tank
Tank
House
House.
was great.
Yes. Shout out to Tank
Maya,
House. We love those boys. Yeah,
yes,
Maya and Jai. Love
the
her
list goes
always.
on and on. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, it
just
was there were too many, and if we don't say your name, I'm so sorry. This was a blur. I mean, so many amazing people. Getting to have dinner with um Paula and Alex of the Pattaya Collective and Boris from Boca and Mitty and getting to have brunch with Kari of Oh So Peculiar and Liz and Paula and Alex and Christina, and it's just it filled my cup so much to be around all of these people. And I really like coming back to work was like a crash back down to reality where I was like, I might quit. I might quit my job.
yeah. I mean, getting to hang out with Alex was really fun because Paula posts and creates content, and we talk borderline weekly, if not daily. Um,
Mhm.
so getting to spend more time with Alex was fun because they're both just amazing.
Yeah, incredible
And
humans.
also meeting people that we've interacted with on like TikTok Live and on Discord for years. So
Yeah.
salty.
Shout out to Mistress Salty.
Yeah, Skyla. I
Skyla.
mean,
Oh, love Skyla.
we loved seeing everyone again. If we don't explicitly name you, know that it's just because there were so many good interactions.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Sophia. I'm so proud of
Yes,
Sophia.
shout out to Sophia. So if you are someone who is in a corporate job and you're like, man, I love fragrance, man, I would really love to be in the fragrance industry. I really feel like Mishi and Soph are the two kind of templates for people who loved the industry and then have bridged into it.
Yeah, I mean, she's been with Room 1015 and she's been with House of Ira. And now I'm not sure if we can say it publicly yet who her new client is, but it is a pretty large one and we are so excited for her. Yeah, she's doing the damn thing. She is quitting her corporate job to be in fragrance full time. And I'm so proud and so happy for her because this is something we've chatted about and dreamed of together and she's making it happen. And it's incredible to, be a woman in your 30s and in your 40s and pivot like this is it's not easy to do, you know, and for the past year and a half, her and I have both been sort of balancing both of these worlds, and it gets you down after a while. So, I'm very proud of her for breaking free and living her dream.
Yeah. Um, Everyone was just so cool. Got to hug Paula from Polysense again. My patron frag bro. Uh,
Polly, I do hope you come to Stell when you are in New York City next, so I could show you the way, Polly.
yeah, let's talk about some fragrances we did buy though. I mean, you talked a
Yes,
little bit about Patchouli Mojito.
I did. So it's your turn. Tell us about one that you got.
Um, well, this is one we both got.
Yes, which is very
So,
rarely happens.
yes, very rare for Michi and I to completely link up like this, but we got Suspect by EVC.
Yeah.
So EVC is owned by the same owner and perfumer of Siam 1928 and Voyager. Um, this is carried by ZGO if
Yes.
you are so interested as a US retailer. Sorry, Europe, I don't know about you. Um, it wears it is two completely different perfumes on me versus Mishi.
Yeah.
So on me, this wears like someone spilled a caramel macchiato on like a funky fur coat. It wears very animalic and very
Yeah.
caramel on me, and I love it.
Yeah. On me, it kind of reads almost a little bit like stale caramel popcorn. Like, it's giving a little movie theater, but here's the secret. I like my popcorn a little bit stale. I know that's a little bit weird, but it's a textural thing, and I kinda like it when it's a little extra chewy. So I enjoy this fragrance a lot. And I also wanna shout out, like, what a cool way to do a very otherwise simplistic stock bottle, but really elevate it into something cool, like this great little acrylic piece right on here. This is not a huge you know, and this is to show indie brands like it can be elevated while not breaking the bank, right? You don't need a House of Bow level bottle um to be really
Oop,
cool. Oh,
oop, you don't need to pay $300.
for really cool fragrance. Let me stop before I get in trouble because I pissed some people off with that take. But no, I think this is a really beautiful way of elevating an otherwise very simple stock bottle and still making it very visually interesting. And just again, really, really cool scents. I'm blanking on the name of the perfumer behind Voyager, Siam, and EVC, but he does really fascinating things with a gourmand, I think. You got to smell one of my favorites, Yad beer. And I was shocked that you enjoyed that because it's such a fascinating fragrance where it has this sort of like roasted malty barley ness about it, but then there's this like, drenched in honey and like laying on a bed of like sun bleached banana leaves. It's stunning.
It is
Yeah,
also worth noting all but one of the fragrances I purchased were gourmands.
which Josh is now a gourmand girly officially.
Officially. Officially.
Yeah.
What's one you want to talk about?
Oh, I want to go back to my utter love for this woman. Um, I Golissimo from Hildy Soliani. I picked this up from the Marie Marie. Um, I am so goddamn obsessed with this woman. I love everything that Hildy is doing. This is one of the most outstanding chocolate perfumes I've ever smelled. It's right up there, honestly, with my Rivendare Yemeni Gold. That's how good it is, and that is a rare bottle that is impossible to find.
Not to segue too hard. Brunch, there was like a whole love fest conversation about Rivendare. So
Oh
shout out
yeah,
to
yeah.
Rivendare. You have fans across the world. Continue with
Across the
Hildy.
world, yeah, we love you. Where that one is very sort of like unsweet, sort of dark chocolate. This is a very sweet, almost Nutella-like chocolate. Oh, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Hildy can do no wrong in my eyes, period. I was gonna buy a bottle from Hildy at Ministry of Scent on the first night, and Josh was like, hold on, wait until we actually get to the event and then come back.
Yeah. And you
uh,
wanted to buy hot milk, and I was like, hold your horses. You know you love hot milk. We'll get you hot milk eventually. I'll make you a decant if you need it. Let's see everything else.
ah, I dream of it. I dream of it. Yeah, and the folks at the Marie Marie were so fucking cool. Like they had probably the best outfits there.
Yeah, I mean, whoever, I'm gonna make an assumption, so I apologize if you're not, but the little gay boy that was wearing the Tom Brown skirt suit the
Hmm.
first day, it is
Yeah.
one of the, when I saw it on runways, I was like, what an impeccable piece of menswear. And then I saw him wearing it and was like, wow, this looks phenomenal on you.
Yeah, yeah,
More
yeah.
men in skirts, please.
Yes, please.
So for my next one up, we each got one from Zufu, the Chinese brand.
Yes.
I got Cafe Roma,
Hmm.
which
And I got, go
a
ahead.
again, the bottles are stunning. This may be as close as I get to my coffee fragrance. This is like a not sweet hazelnut latte.
Hmm. It is very good.
Stunning. Stunning coffee.
Yeah.
Which one did
Honestly,
you get?
I got triple matcha. I mean, no surprise there. It is this beautiful, really like fluffy, creamy. There is matcha in the opening, the heart, the base. There's an almond accord in here. It's honestly like kind of mind-blowing. It feels like you've mixed all the matchas with a little bit of like almond paste and cream, and you've fluffed it up and made a really fluffy whipped cream ball out of it. It's stunning. I honestly, I could have walked away with probably two others as well. I really enjoyed the coffee one that you got as well. And then there was a, I'm forgetting the name of it, but there was a tea one as well that I really enjoyed. But yeah,
Yeah,
these were phenomenal.
really,
And I
really
love
phenomenal.
these. The bottles are so beautiful. It's a little bamboo.
Yeah. I mean, again, we had some debate with Paula about the value per milliliter because this is a 15 milliliter bottle
Mhm.
and it was like 109 USD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I'm gonna revert. Initially, I said I don't think this was a very good buy, but like the quality of the scent and like the lovely feeling of the bottle,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I was wrong, and this is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. They were very unique. They were very beautiful perspectives. I think they also use only Chinese perfumers as well, which I really, not to discount, there are lots of really amazing Asian owned brands that use French perfumers that I think do really well. But I've said this before and I'll say it again. I love experiencing another culture through fragrance, even more when the fragrance was developed by somebody who has experienced and lived that culture, not just on vacation once or, I summered there, for a month when I was 20. No, this is your lifelong lived experience. To me, it really resonates differently.
I agree. I think that was one of the cool things was to see the perspectives of everyone showing through. Like it's worth talking
Mhm.
about Mimicry again. I know we didn't buy any of the bottles. We both bought a discovery set from them.
We did. We got Discovery Set.
But like seeing a brand take humble art materials and
Hmm.
express them so graphically and accurately and emotionally as perfumes,
Yeah.
we that was the first booth that we went to and we were drooling over the
Yeah.
perfumes.
Yeah. Honestly, I have to say, if I had gone to them later, again, I stopped myself because it was the first booth and I didn't want to buy everything right away. Um, but I think I would have even bought one that was not in my Discovery kit. I got I Am Pencil, Dada, and Picasso, but the one I keep thinking about is the Gesso one. Like, just what a wild use of petrichor to make it smell like wet gesso was, and it
Mhm.
was so accurate. It really was quite impressive.
Yeah, we went with Liz like right as the doors open. We got there on the first day. And yeah, it was shocking at how quickly it just sent us right back to like, oh, I'm prepping canvas in the GSU like art studio lofts. Like,
Yeah.
wow, I'm shaving these pencils to do my 2D studio classes. Like it is
Yeah.
so realistic.
I would love to see one that smells like a dark room because I was a photography major for 2 whole years, and I loved being in the dark room, and I want that smell back.
In a way that's not, frying your brain.
So the next one I picked up was the Soma Panorama, which was, Sebastian's collaboration with Josh, remind me the name one more time?
It was with Angelos Creatives Olfactives.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, I didn't expect to really like this one, and I will say it does smell differently to me now than it did at the convention, but I get I think I got something very different where to me it's almost like a little bit of a boozy rice pudding and caramel, but really delicate. Maybe there's a little orange blossom water in there, but then there's this sort of like background of something green, which I think is cannabis also, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I it's but it's really not in this very like you smell like weed kind of territory. It's just kind of rounding out all those otherwise very sweet, very heavy notes and giving it really a gorgeous balance. It's very, very lovely. I saw that there were only 100 bottles available and I was like, "Oh, fuck. I I love a fucking limited edition even though yeah, but this will be released soon. They only had 100 bottles for the event itself. So this will be released soon. I don't know how limited the stock is going to be once it's released, but Sebastian has a wonderful nose and worked with a wonderful perfumer, and I think I think they both did a really lovely job on this one. So I'm very happy to have it.
Yeah, and this is the first of a trilogy of these. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm definitely excited to see more. This is a very interesting balanced fragrance.
The three other bottles I got were all from SW19, which for anyone who knows me, um I don't think I own three bottles from any one brand. I own two bottles by Liquid Imaginaires, and that's the closest that we have.
Wow.
To be fair, one of them was for Alex. I only kept two of the bottles from SW19.
Which one did you keep the
So,
extras?
both of the extras. So, the first one that I'll talk about is so the extrait collection. Miss, she mentioned the rice one that she wants. There's four, and only two of them are out currently, and it's all themed around a night out in Seoul. So this is the first in the collection, but technically the end of the night. It is Seoul 6 a.m. And I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a wool blanket being
Mm,
draped around you that has been drying like out on a line in the middle of a forest.
it's incredible.
It's so warm and kind of sultry and comforting and woody. Um, it is not a gourmand, so I was kind of incorrect. It's the only non-gourmand I bought. Um, but I also love that the individual that was running the booth kind of bullied me, and I loved that
I loved her so much. She
because we
was
fell in
so
love with the
funny.
booth. Yeah, we fell in love. We were sniffing some stuff, and then we left. And on the second day, I was like, I think I need to try these on skin. And she was like, Oh, do you? You came back and you need to try them on your skin? And I was like, Are you bullying me into buying your perfumes? Because it's working.
It works so well. This is if she is not one of the owners of SW19, if she was just working the booth for you, you need to promote her and give her a pay increase. And yeah, she's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think she might have been helping multiple of the Korean brands that were
She
there,
might have been, yeah.
or she was just there to help SW19. But
Yeah.
yeah, loved that interaction with her. It was also fun because she was explaining the brand, she was explaining this collection, the X straight collection, and it was like 130 for a 30 mil X straight with a magnetic cap. Like
Yeah.
the juice is beautiful, the branding is beautiful, the bottle is beautiful, the price point is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got another one from them too, right? You might as well just say both of them at the same time.
Cool, yeah. I
Yeah.
was trying to do the back and forth. The other one that I walked away with, I think, was the one that shocked everyone,
Oh,
including myself,
I'm still surprised.
was Soul Midnight. This is a cherry dark chocolate ginseng perfume.
I'm
And
only
it
laughing because I can't believe Josh actually bought this. Oops,
just
don't
threw the
drop.
cap across the room. Um, I this is a new me. I don't know how to explain that. Like this is so far out of my comfort zone, and it smells divine on
Yeah.
me.
It is a chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
like the
boozy.
ginseng keeps it. Yeah, it's really dynamic, I think is a
Yeah,
good word for this fragrance.
it is. That
Um,
is three things that Josh hates. Josh hates a boozy fragrance and hates like cherry and gourmand typically. So like three things and it's still made it onto your very strict full bottle list.
because it is sweet, but on my skin, you don't necessarily say, "Oh, this is a cherry chocolate gourmand."
Yeah.
You get this like really fluid, dark, like black velvet cherry.
Yeah.
And then the chocolate just serves to like balance all of that out with this like dark, creamy night.
Mm, so good.
It's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. I just sprayed it on and I'm like, I resisted putting it on my tray because this is a heavy fragrance and it's
Yeah.
July, but like, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. It is definitely a good one. I regret not getting those as well, but like I said, I was over budget. My last one that I got was Mercury from Planet Perfumery, and I had no idea they were going to be there, and I really, really enjoyed them. This is a fascinating fragrance. It's one of those where I almost have a hard time quantifying it, but it's
I
like,
think I described it as bog witch
yeah, a little bog witchy. There's some like I feel like I'm getting some like hay, but also a little bit of licorice at the same time. Like in some ways this could very much remind me of Hex and Sable from Storas Guggen, but on skin, this is so much cooler to me and so much more dynamic. It's oh, it they lovely people too. Mauricio, the perfumer, absolutely loved him. Beautiful
I
human being.
also, yeah, can we talk about the bottle? Because the cap is
Oh
just
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, super, super cool. I mean, this is so it looks like it's going to be stone, but it is, I believe, sand. So it is natural material set in a resin. These are all handmade. Yeah, I mean, and I love a handmade bottle. This is, small production, which I love when it has the sort of I think the Frag Bros would categorize this as ultra niche. But
So
yeah,
there's three
yeah,
currently. There's Venus, Mercury, and Mars. And
yeah.
you got Mercury?
I got Mercury. I think Christina got Venus.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing that stood out to us, I remember from smelling it on you, was the mugwort, which is
Yes.
probably also why I keep saying bog witch, because that just sounds like a witchcraft ingredient.
Love it. I want to smell like a bogwit.
Yeah, that one was very cool. Mars was also really neat.
Yeah, yeah. I had a hard time picking between Mercury and Mars,
Yeah, those
but
were all very, very cool.
I'm always blaming mercury being in the microwave for all of my problems, so it felt appropriate that we vibed.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I think the last fragrance worth talking about is one that doesn't even exist yet. Um, just as a closing anecdote, probably.
Okay.
So, we were at dinner with Mitty. We were at dinner with a bunch of people, but um, Nirov from Mitty handed around this little travel tester of a fragrance that he's working on,
We won't tell
and he
you what
was
any of the notes
getting,
are.
yeah, he was getting some live feedback on this, and he was like, what do you think? I'm not so sure. I had smelled it the day before, and it's pretty amazing on me.
Mm,
Um, but a bunch of us were wearing it, and we were all gushing about how beautiful it was because, of course, because it's going to be in the Mitty lineup, it's going to be a beautiful perfume.
yeah.
But what I think really sold it was the waitress came out to hand us drinks and stuff, and she was like, "Is someone wearing a perfume? It smells really good out here." And we started explaining, "Oh, he's a perfumer. This is something he's working on." She's like, "Can I wear just like a spray?
Yeah.
Can I just like
She's like, "What's
try
it called?
spray?"
Can I buy it?" And we're like, "It's not out
Right.
yet."
So she did wear a spray of it, and then the other waiter came out and was like, "She smells amazing." We were like, "What? Your public test of it is complete. You have
Yeah.
a table full of fragrance people telling you it's great, but then you have random people that work at the restaurant also saying, this is phenomenal. What is this?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So, Narav, don't make me bully you now. I will
yeah,
bully
we already
you.
bullied Chris enough. Chris, release your special edition. I want it.
Oh, goodness. There are some big things coming from Cult of Carrie too, but we can't talk about them yet.
Yeah. But he just
Oh,
did the launch that he was working on with Perfumology, right?
yeah. And I got it. I got it. So let me talk about it too while we're here. Because I will admit that this is he was telling me about it while we were in San Francisco. We were texting about it, and I fully admit that if this was not a Chris Undy fragrance, I would not purchase it. Okay. So it's called The Pursuit of Happiness. It's a special edition bottle, and it has the Declaration of Independence on the back. And I for many, many reasons, I'm not feeling quite patriotic these days, right? And I think it's to me, this is a fragrance, and hearing the way Chris thought about it, because we are very much of the same mindset when it comes to this, is that this is a fragrance not about our government. This is a fragrance about who we are as a country and what we're built on as a country. And it's called The Pursuit of Happiness because what the American dream is supposed to be. It's what happiness as a child felt like, and this idea that the world is still open for us and we can still trace our dreams. So knowing that background, I was like, okay, I will give this a chance because it's Chris. And I am very pleasantly surprised. I quite enjoy Perfumology. I think they are a great company. They have a really cool curation. Owner is a really nice guy. And so, it's against all my better judgment. But Chris did a really beautiful job in this. This smells like you've been swimming in a swimming pool all day, and your skin is just logged with that chlorinated water, and you're you're maybe 10 years old, still childlike, still full of wonder, and you're watching the fireworks while you're eating an ice pop that's melting down your arm. It's
So I
lovely.
believe I smelled a mod of this at Fume
Mm, yeah.
because I remember the firework accord and
Yes.
the like rocket pop. And I
Mhm,
was like, oh wow, like this has I am a big fan of Universal Supreme by Blackbird. I have it back here on my tray because it's like a rocket pop and pool water and dry
mhm.
grass. And it is very childhood summer. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like childhood 4th of July.
Hmm.
Like I was shocked by that like nostalgic openness of it. And he was unable to talk about any of the details. So it's cool to see how this has actually become a perfume and how that relates to the story.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's being a child and still having the entire world be undiscovered and open to you to find your happiness. And I really love that message. So I looked past my own bias and I was very pleasantly surprised. But I shouldn't be because I trust Chris. Chris is a perfumer and I say this all the time who no matter what he does, I have enjoyed and uh you know, I don't want him to think that I would not be critical if I didn't enjoy it, but he hasn't disappointed me yet. So I also had a first time smelling immortal perfumes from Jen. And Jen owns her own fragrance boutique as well, right? And has her own line and these are like solid fragrances. She is I can't wait for us to chat with her because these are unlike anything I've ever smelled. There's a lot here to talk about and unpack, but yeah, I wildly impressed with everything Jen does.
I reviewed her whole lineup on my TikTok one year, and then we do have a goth fragrance dialogues with her. Jen is amazing. If you are a book talk person, if you love classic literature, if you love gothic horror, Jen is where it's at. Oceans of Time is a Dracula fragrance that stands toe to toe with anyone else. And Carmilla is a hot bitch perfume. I love it so
Mm,
much.
yeah, so incredible.
So,
Love her. Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, I mean, we met so many cool people. San Francisco was an absolute brain melting experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was just great.
Yeah. We got to see and hug Michael Nordstrand in person. I forgot about that. Our episode will be out with him next week, our second part of our episode.
Part two. Yeah. Met a lot of perfumers that we want to talk to. Um, we don't need to name names. That way, if it doesn't work out, we're not overcommitting. But
Yeah.
got to talk to a lot of great people. Got to put business cards in some pockets of people we want to chat with. And just in general, get to hang out. I always love getting to see you in
Yeah.
person
Me too. I can't wait to see you again.
next month.
Yay!
Uh, Closing thoughts. If there was anything you could do differently for Scentfest weekend, what would it be?
Extend my time so I didn't have to feel rushed. That's always how I feel. I always wish I spent more time somewhere. Um, and I would order more of those egg custard dumplings from the
That
dumpling
was
kitchen.
legitimately what I was going to say. Okay, so before we end the episode, not perfume related, Mishi and I went to Pride. We were walking down Castro Street and we were hungry. So we went to this very unassuming little dumpling kitchen on Castro. If you know San Francisco, then you know the one we're talking about. And Mishi ordered these salted egg custard bath.
Mm, mm.
Dear listener, when I tell you it was a life-altering experience.
Later that night, I was trying desperately to see if we could get more delivered to the Airbnb.
It sounds problematic. I debated going to the bathroom and throwing up and ordering more of those. Like, they were truly one of the best things I think I've ever eaten in my
Oh,
life.
yeah. And that should be a fragrance. Oh,
Yeah,
steamy bao bun and salted egg yolk.
yeah.
Let's do
It was
it.
it was
Don't steal my
otherworldly.
idea. Or do steal my idea, but credit me and make sure you give me a bottle.
Just give me the buns. I don't even need the
Just
fragrance.
give me the bottle.
So thank you for listening to us ramble about Scentfest. As always, if you're liking the episode, please like, subscribe, consider sharing it to your friends. We're really enjoying building this little community and this channel. So
Yeah.
thank you for listening. and we'll see you next time.
Love you. Bye.